What's cracking, guys? Omar Isaf here, back with another video. Hope you're eating your vegetables. Today to talk about training, my fat loss training, why I am now doing full body training, which you may have noticed. I've received questions all the time in the DM, in Instagram. I try my best to respond. And essentially people are right. They've been noticing that I seem to be doing everything in every single workout. And is that recommended? Well, I'm going to break it down. And before I do, if you want to hear a more in-depth conversation with Eric Helms about this topic, full body training, the validity of doing full body training, make sure to like this video and leave a comment below, say we want Helms on, because once again, it's that old adage by a lot of bodybuilders that you need to do body part training, that you need to accumulate a certain amount of volume, a requisite amount of volume in a single session in order to induce hypertrophy, in order to grow the muscles. In other words, if you're not doing at least 2 to 3 movements of a particular muscle group. So for back, you need to be doing at least, a bento row, a pull-up, a seated row variation, dumbbell row variation in the same session, accumulate enough volume in order to essentially cause hypertrophy. It's useless. Well, I think this isn't the case, and recently for this fat loss phase, which you guys have been seeing, has been successful. I mean, recently I was in Philadelphia and we're training shirts off, and you saw the back definition. We saw some car deadlifts. I'm finally getting lean. It's happening. I'm below 20% body fat, but you'll notice that my training is different and has been different, and there's a reason behind that. When I say full body before I go on, I want to make a distinction. I think a lot of people, myself included, would normally think of full body as having a relatively equal distribution every single day between upper and lower. Meaning that, you might do some squats and deadlifts, but you're definitely gonna do your bench press, you can do the overhead press, you'll probably do some pull variation. It's a pretty equal distribution. How I define full body, on the other hand, would be having at least one lower body movement and at least one upper body movement. So you can have an upper body dominant full body day. So you do more chest, more back, still doing maybe a squat variation. And then on the other hand, you can have a pretty damn lower body dominant full body day. So you're doing your squats, your deadlifts, and then you finish maybe with some incline bench press and some overhead press like I do on Monday. So that's still full body. And the rationale behind that for me essentially has been to try and have effective training days. So I find often now, guys, what I try and focus on doing is just resting a little bit.
Stopp. Ist das ein Witz?
Is what a joke, man?
Die Scheiße Raupe auf deine Lippe.
Okay, I don't think it looks that bad, okay? I'm trying to, a new swag, I'm trying to go with the pirate look.
Es ist gut, dass deine Meinung eine Schisse bedeutet.
You could be so cruel sometimes when you say something.
Rasier dich damit.
You want me to shave it off?
Ja.
Because you say it looks terrible.
Ja.
Man, look, Pirate Swag 7, have you heard?
Jetzt!
Dude, all right. This video is actually sponsored. It's sponsored by a razor blade company called Harry's. You may have noticed something different here. Harry's is what allowed me to take that trip to Philadelphia and collab with Alan and Joey, and so it's cool that I had that opportunity. A lot of you were leaving comments and saying, the shit stash needs to go, and I understand and I hear you. And so Harry's did offer to send me some razor blades. I'm always a little suspicious and cautious when it comes to endorsements. I said, send it to me, I'll try it out, and if I like it, I'll talk about it, which brings me right now to today. I tried it and I found it at least as comparable, if not better, than the store-bought razor blades I was using before. I'm not an informed consumer, I'm just buying what was out there, but the more I found out about Harry's, the more I enjoyed and identified kind of with the overall messaging, the concept. It's two individuals that are tired of paying too much for the razor blades. They wanted to find a more cost-effective solution. They decided to purchase a company in Germany to maintain high-quality razor blades and sell it directly to consumers instead, so you save money. Refills are only $2. They have right now a starter kit that's $3. I used it, I liked it, I enjoyed it. I found it, like I said, at least as effective as what I was using before, and so now you have the opportunity to save money. it kind of reminds me of the overall mission of the pre-workout, some of the things that I do where there's that status quo out there, and instead if someone can offer a better solution that's a better product and a better price, why not? So clean shaven, ready to rock, trying to lose weight, go ahead, harrys.com. There's a link in the description to use my code for a $3 starter kit. I recommend you try it out. And I find, especially as this fat loss phase continues, that I don't have as much energy for one particular muscle group. And I want to make, once again, that distinction. And I'm sure a lot of people can relate to this, where they start to feel flat as they continue to cut. And so if you do your traditional, push-pull leg split, and you do a back day once again, and you do 5 or 6 different back movements, well, by the 4th movement, the 5th movement, you're running out of steam, you're running out of energy. Normally you could tap into that 2nd gear, that 3rd gear, where you're excited, you have the glycogen, you have the energy, you have the mental fortitude to continue to lift. By the 4th or 5th movement, the bar kind of just stops moving, and it's not even a willpower thing so much as, once again, your body has only so much energy, and so you run out of steam faster. At least I find, and I notice other people, they're the same way. And that is why full body, at least you're hitting a multitude of different movements, upper and lower, and you have enough energy to complete all that. So you'll do your 3 lower body movements. You won't maybe do your 4th and 5th movement, because once again, it's kind of junk volume at that point where you can't have that good training effect. And instead, you'll throw in some upper body movements. So we're showing today 6 for 6 weightlifting is a training session, and essentially it really is full body. I have some bench press, so some feet up bench press on this day. I bench now 4 times per week and represent the ass chest is there. We do the squats, and I was just doing 5 sets of 3. I did some deadlifts, and I also did some rows. So this really is a full body day. Not every day looks the same, but you best believe pretty much on every single training session I'm doing at least 1 lower body movement and 1 upper body movement. And remember guys, it's about quality of training. So I kind of came to this conclusion before I started this entire fat loss blog that I wanted to have an effective training session every single time. And I noticed in the past, especially when you're on your 9th week, 10th week like myself, and you're starting to run out of energy and getting to the gym, it's not a problem to get to the gym, but your quality of training might dip down a little bit. That doing more full body training allows you to retain that higher quality of training during that session by having that variation, or those variables where you're training upper body and lower body, not 100%, but you're training at least several movements. And really, when we take a look at training, when we take a look at getting stronger, you have to try and manage total fatigue. And I think full body training, especially in a fat loss phase, is a very effective way. So consider it. Think about it. You don't always have to follow what the bros say.
Hey, what's up guys? Brady Broseph here.
I think, some people fear full body training because they feel that they're not getting enough stimulus in a particular muscle group in order to drive that hypertrophy. I would say that you're absolutely fine. If anything, if you really, really want, and I might do this when I resume after the fat loss phase, you might have an extra volume day where some lagging areas that you think don't get hit up enough, where you want to dedicate a little bit more time towards that, do that on an extra day, and you'll have all your bases covered. Anyways, guys, I gotta get out of here. I don't know if I'm gonna grow this thing out. We'll see, but I wanna give a shout out to Harry's. I wanna say thank you so much for watching the video. Check out that link in the description if you made it all the way to the end of the video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like the video, and I'll see all you guys, my rascals, in that next one. Peace.
Eat your vegetables, eat your vegetables, eat your fucking vegetables.